right, hey everybody, PJ Riley, Competition Archery Media, out here in Metropolis, Illinois at the Mathews Pro-Am. We are here at Lake Mermet, and it's about, I'm going to say it's 95 degrees, but it's about 2,000% humidity. So, great day for archery out here. We are out here for Hamskea on the range, and we are going to start here on, this is range B. What range am I on, guys? B. 100% B. B range, says Richard Teasley. So we're going to talk to senior pro, women's pro. We haven't spent any time with them yet this year. Let's get out there and do it. Oh, wait. You guys are the old guys, so you can go up to that shorter stake.
Okay. There's another stake. All right. I like that.
We're impersonating archers.
All right, so here we are, senior pro. As we mentioned, we're on B range here. And what we're looking at there is, in the Hoyt jersey, Tony Tazza. He is our leader for Shooter of the Year in senior pro. Of course, he won it last year. Now, what's cool is, last year at the Classic, Shooter of the Year, we take... it's the culmination of the entire year. You take your best qualifying scores from the whole year. You drop one, except for the Classic. So this year, because we missed London, instead of it being 4 scores plus the Classic, it's going to be 3 scores plus the Classic. So last year in Senior Pro, Jeff Hopkins came into the Classic with a pretty good lead. But then he had a pretty bad tournament at the Classic. Tony had a real good showing at the Classic. Turned out Tony won Shooter of the Year then at the Classic. So he's our defending champ here, and now he's leading so far heading into Metropolis, but only by 2 points ahead of, you guessed it, Jeff Hopkins. So pretty cool to see these two guys duking it out again as it comes down to the wire. But right now we are shooting the Impala. In the group with also Jackie Caudle, Keith Alstrom, winner of our last one in Minden in this division, and Jamie Drouillard. So this is a good group here. Totally looked like it was 7-10 there.
Close. Either got it or just barely out low.
What'd you get on that one, Tony?
It's a tweener.
Tweener,
Could have
right.
the 11, could have the 12, could have both.
11, so you're still playing the IBO game out here.
Yeah, I played a lot.
All right, so Tony, last year I was just telling folks, we went into the Classic. Jeff Hopkins had a pretty good lead. He didn't have a great showing. You had a good showing at the Classic. You ended up as Shooter of the Year. Now we're coming into Metropolis. You're leading for Shooter of the Year. How you feeling about that race? And he's 2 points behind you.
Right, so it's anybody's ball game. I mean, Jeff could blow it out of the water as easy as maybe I could. So just one shot at a time, really.
Do you ever think about Shooter of the Year before the Classic?
I don't.
How many times have you won it?
3.
3 times. All right. So you're the defending champ. So this year, over the past year, everybody's calling up and asking for Tony Taz, a Shooter of the Year champ at the shop, right?
Yeah, a couple guys have. A couple guys follow me on tour. So it's pretty cool.
All right, Tony, good luck this week.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Tony owns an archery shop in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, the Archery Zone. Great shop there. Now we're looking at Jamie Drouillard. Ooh, smashing arrows down there.
You call upper?
Looks like a 10 for Jamie. And now we got Jackie Caudle up at the stake. The legend Jackie Caudle. And he's a legend because he's been playing ASA since the beginning. But he's also a legend because he fixed our cam golf cart between yesterday and today. It was dead in the water. Jackie asked me what the problem was. I had no idea. He said, I'm going to look at it, and this morning it is fixed. So Jackie Caudle is the hero of this tournament no matter what happens. Sorry, I needed that on camera.
Are you?
I am.
I hope you heard that. No?
ASA number for Jackie, 425.
425 is Jackie's ASA number. So that's how early he's been in the game. Since the beginning. I think he's a little bit low there. But yes, Jackie's been doing this 40 years going on. Let's ask him. Jackie, how long you been shooting ASA? Turn around there and look at the camera.
I missed the first year when Wayne Pearson started it. I shot the next one and then shot it, and me and Mike Terrell bought Wayne out years ago. Been shooting it ever since.
So what are we talking? That's like early 90s or late 80s?
Early 90s probably, yeah.
All right, you've been around. I just told everybody, no matter what happens, you're the hero of this tournament because you fixed our golf cart.
Yeah, I hear you. It sure does beat walking, don't it?
Yes, it does, and I'm not walking because of Jackie. Thanks, Jackie. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all, guys.
All right, so yes, I had forgotten about that. Jackie was once part owner of the ASA, but now we're going to come over here and check out Cara Kelly, who is currently tied for second with our next shooter, Kaylee Pettifer. The two of them are tied for second in Shooter of the Year points. Kaylee was the winner of our first tournament in Foley. Which tournament did Kaylee win? Foley? And you won the last one?
No. I don't think I won it.
I'm giving you wins already, Cara.
I appreciate it. Why did I know?
Oh, that's right. We've only had 3. That's why I'm messed up.
Yeah.
I'm all messed up. Yes, that's right. Kaylee won our first one. Sharon Wallace won our next 2. But they are tied for second Shooter of the Year. Now we got Lindsay Christensen. So back here, we are, you probably can't see it, but if Kyle lifts the camera up, I'm going to show you this swamp back here. What's living in that? I don't know. But I can tell you what does live out here, and that's mosquitoes. We were out here first thing this morning. We about got eaten alive. But we'll watch Lindsay shoot this. This is a new section of ranges. Just off of Lake Mermet. The lake is through the woods that we're shooting towards right now. And they had to change some things here within the last 2 weeks. They always had ranges here, but they had to extend them to add a couple of ranges because there was an area that we've shot historically that we were not allowed to be in this year. So ASA, kudos to them. They had to basically create, I don't know how many, I'm going to say it was about 6 ranges from brand new just within the last 2 weeks. Now we're going to shift over here to Emily McCarthy's group.
above the 12 with anything.
That was a long one.
Thank you. Solid 10. Thanks. Girl.
Solid 10, we're told.
You saw it good? The tree's kind of blocking my way a little bit, but I could tell you were solid.
You ain't kidding.
Hey, Emily, come on back here
Yeah.
a second. I heard something today that I didn't know, that you name every one of your arrows.
Oh yeah, I've always done that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's more of like, for me, I've always done it. Well, I memorize names easier, like my dogs and stuff, and then in shoot-offs. So I always pick it's like a calming thing. So
What are some of the names?
this is my cousin Renee. This is my dog Groot. My little sister Britt. I have a cousin Amy in here. Cousin Grant. Drax.
Who's number one?
Huh?
Who's the number one arrow?
Rocket, which is my little chihuahua. I mean, don't tell Groot though.
All right, you've always done that. I never knew that.
I've always done that. I can remember when I lost the OPA against Paige on the final arrow. It was my little sister. I was really mad.
Did you not talk to her after that?
I did. I literally talked to Britt and I said, "Don't let me down. I need this target." So yeah, no, I remember names really well, and just it's like I have good memories being brought up while I'm aiming.
I like that. Thanks, Emily.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Let's roll the tape back.
Who we got there? Who got what?
3 10s and an 8.
3 10s and an 8.
Oh, that's right. Jamie didn't call
Roll
the
the
other.
tape.
Didn't call upper.
And see if
He
I
did
was a
call
12
up.
before Jamie came in.
Here, let's
I think I remember that you
pull that
were.
arrow and see.
Solid 8.
Nope.
I'll quit crying.
Whiner, big old whiner.
At least for now.
What's that key?
If it's touching the arrow that's in the 12, doesn't that
You
count?
would think it would, wouldn't you?
Rubbing is racing.
Rubbing is racing. That's right. Here we are, back to Senior Pro. Looking at a deer downrange there, and there is our number 2 competitor in Shooter of the Year, Jeff Hopkins, who's won a million of these, and Stephen Altizer on the stake now. Leonard Hayes coming up, and Glenn Meadows is our 4th shooter in this group. So we have, who are our winners this year? I know Keith Alstrom won one. Tony Tazza won the first one.
You didn't call it, right? Well, good shot. Good shot, dude.
Stepped up there and
Just like that.
going on.
Smoke. Not done, man.
All right, so we got Tony Tazza, winner of 2 tournaments this year, says the range official. And Keith Alstrom won the last one. So, Jeff Hopkins looking for his first win of 25. He's won so many of these. I bet you he doesn't even know how many he's won. So he was known as the first $1 million man in archery. First one to win $1 million in archery. But he was shooting it back heavy in the 90s when it was on ESPN, and there was a lot of big name non-endemic sponsors, as we call them. Think vehicles, beer, insurance companies. What was the one? One of the big, large equipment manufacturers. So here comes Jeff. We'll ask him. Jeff, I was just saying, I wonder if you know how many of these you've won.
Whew. Well, I've shot all of them since 90. We started coming here in 95. So, oh gosh, a bunch.
That's what I said.
It's a bunch. I mean, I've lost some here too that I should have won, but I've won a bunch of them. I've been very fortunate here. When I grew up on the eastern shore of Maryland and Delaware, my house that I lived in for a while, if I fell asleep and woke up, this was my yard. So I always judged well here for a long, long time and always did really well here. But yeah, this place is a pretty cool place to shoot. It's always hot. But
You had the previous record for Open Pro consecutive shooter of the years. It was how many?
7.
All right, before this guy Levi came along.
Yeah, Levi. Whew. Yep. So that's been a cool ride. Been fun.
So you've been doing it this long. You're farming out in Iowa. You don't need to do this. Why do you keep doing it?
Good question.
How would Terry answer that?
I love archery. I always have since I was a little boy. I've loved to shoot my bow, and my bow, and it just kind of the competitive side of playing sports as a kid. I got into this and was like, man, this is fun. You get out here with guys that are, have the same passion for archery that you do, and want to make themselves better for hunting is why I got into it, and that's really not changed. I still love the people. 99% of them anyway. PJ, you're on that bubble. You're on that bubble, PJ.
I may go to the 1%.
Yeah, but no, great group of guys, great group of people that shoot too, and most people are into it also for the same reasons. They love archery. They want to get better at their bow hunting skills, and that's the reason I got into it. And I still want to keep those razor sharp, and there's nothing like staying on the line, and whether it be Vegas or out here, and you have to hit the 12 to win the tournament, or you have to hit a Super X to win it. And bow hunting's a lot like that. You get one shot. You get a buck of a lifetime or a bull elk that comes in, and you got to make it count. And this stuff really fine tunes, always has for me. Hunting season comes in, I'm ready.
200-inch buck comes in, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know about that. If you don't get an adrenaline rush out of some of that, then there's no hope. But no, I love it. I love archery, and I look at it in life. I've been doing this for, well, like I said, I've shot thousands of arrows in this place, and won a lot of tournaments, lost a lot of tournaments, and I've had fun along the way, and I've done what I've wanted to do. I've been able to shoot bows. So, yeah, I got a lot going on in Iowa with farming and the outdoors and enjoying that. But this part of my life, I can never see walking away from for a while yet.
We don't want to see you walk away from it too. So keep going.
Streak going, man. I got to keep it going. I'm probably the only one that can say I've shot every one of these. That's right. So since its inception, and that's cool.
Hey, if we got to come get you out of bed and bring you here, we're going to do it.
You got to find me first.
Thanks, Jeff.
Guys.
There you have it. Every ASA that's ever been held, Jeff Hopkins.
410.
410s we got here on this target.
14.
10's your friend on that, guys.
All right, so here we are on the Bobcat.
It's not you, Sharon.
And what we've been told here is this side here that we shot, that swamp that we showed you earlier, it kind of runs the whole way down. So I think that messed up their plans for these ranges. So on this side of the range, they are shorter than the other side. And I'm guessing that's because of that water coming up here. They've had a ton of rain down here, and it has brought the water up. I don't ever remember seeing water like this before. So anyway, on this side
You're
here,
fine. You keep doing your thing.
we have our current shooter of the year leader, Sharon Wallace. She got a pretty good lead too. But I shouldn't say that because I said that last year and I jinxed her. But Anna Cramp is up first. Technically, actually, I think this is the Lynx, not the Bobcat. You can Google for the difference. I think the Lynx is only in the northern areas. That's like Canada and stuff. Bobcats everywhere, including right here. This is not a very far target, so I'm expecting some bonus rings here. 10 for Anna. We got Danielle Paskowski. So it's hot and humid out here, but it's not as bad as the last 2 days. The last 2 days were downright miserable. This is actually not too, well, it's bad, but I'm basing it off the last 2 days. All right, here comes Danielle.
You know what I learned. I love you.
IBO right in the middle.
That was meant in a good way.
Fabio.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Okay.
Now we got Aaron McClattery. Now this has to be rough for Aaron McClattery coming from Saskatchewan, where I don't know if it's ever humid out there on the prairie. So far, but she's going to have some good markers down there, some good aiming references.
Lower. All right, so lower.
He's hanging under those girls.
Upper.
Got it.
Aaron shot a 10 too. Just missed it.
Whoa.
Low. Was it?
I'm scared.
Was it?
No.
All right, now we got Sharon Wallace here. So Sharon Wallace, of course, is well known in the 3D world. She's won tons of these, won Shooter of the Year, many tournaments. But Sharon Wallace also won NFAA Indoor Nationals. So, obviously she can judge yardage, but if you win NFAA Indoor Nationals, that you are one of the best archers, just straight archers. You can shoot a bow really well if you win Indoor Nationals. So she's the whole package. She's got it all.
Right side of the IBO. It's just below the upper.
IBO. 4 10s there on this
I did.
target.
Oh, it's like close.
Oh, well, yeah, skinnies.
It's really close.
It's a good spot.
I think the number was rubber. Is it all 10? All 10.
Yeah, I thought I had a pretty decent number.
I think you did.
Oh yeah, definitely ready. Just one stick. Okay. There we go. Ooh, whatever you were.
Making friends, Sharon?
Making friends. Switch.
Puts Danielle up.
Got it.